North Central, from the beginning of the entity called Nigeria, has always been the bridge. It has always been the peacemaker. It has always been the most accommodating. How would you, or how do you intend to retain and lubricate these attributes of the people of North Central based on the responsibility bestowed on you today?
That is the only way. I said by ensuring that whoever won election is announced without thinking of North Central.
As chair, I am Senator Ahmed Wadada Aliyu Sarkin Yakin Kefi Magajin Dangin Lafia, and I represent Nasarawa West Senatorial District of Nasarawa State. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, Mr. Nominee, you have a very encouraging and proud resume, particularly to those of us that are of North Central extraction. Congratulations for making us proud. The issue of virtually everything that needs to be mentioned or questioned have been, but all other things that will be said, including mine, will only be emphasis or will be emphatic on what had been said before. All that we've been talking about here is about ultimately the electorate. And it is one of the primary responsibilities or cardinal responsibilities of INEC to ensure voter education and enlightenment. And of course, before now, efforts have been put in place. How different would you do this? Secondly, and this is because you are a professor, independence, loyalty, respect, and patriotism are all required and needed by all that occupy public offices. How are you going to distinguish between this? Between loyalty, independence, respect, and patriotism? Finally, I will be sentimental because I am of North Central extraction. North Central, from the beginning of the entity called Nigeria, has always been the bridge. It has always been the peacemaker. It has always been the most accommodating. How would you, or how do you intend to retain and lubricate these attributes of the people of North Central based on the responsibility bestowed on you today? Thank you and congratulations.
By ensuring that is the only way. I said by ensuring that whoever won election is announced without thinking of North Central. No,
President, are you presiding? Are you presiding? Mr. President, can I continue?
Patai Buhari.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You can even use 30 seconds.
Okay.
Then after that, Senator Mongunu will use the balance of 30 seconds. So, and then we go to this side where Senator Fada Honsi will commence so that we go up.
Mr. President, Buhari Abdul Fatai, or you're not?
But just before you ask, you need to know that you don't need to raise your hand. I've recognized the fact that every senator would like to ask questions. Even if it's repetitive, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you try and bring out the experiences from your constituencies so that he will be in a position to correct them.
Yeah.
This is the only time you have to see him. I've never seen an INEC chairman in my life. This is the first time. So please.
Professor, congratulations. Well, my question goes this way. One of the biggest problems we have in this country today is voters' empathy. People are always afraid to come out to vote. They believe their vote may not be counted. Take, for example, the last election, we have over 93,000 voters registered. An election were conducted, we have less than 30 million people voting. How are you going to build the confidence in people so that they will know since their vote will be counted, they will come out to vote? Secondly, your target, will it be the 18 years above, the new voters who are coming? If you look at the Gen Z, I don't care attitude, but they need to be encouraged, they need to be educated so that they will know it's their civic right, just like they do in some other country. Even if you are of age and you didn't vote, they will prosecute you. So, Mr. INEC Chairman, we are appealing to you, try as much as possible to educate people, because at the end of the day, so that won't become a laughing stock. You register, now INEC registration is going on. Probably by the time you finish, you will give us 100 and something thousand. And when we are conducting election in 2007, we now have less than 20 million people voting. It will be very unfair, but the moment you are able to build that confidence in Nigerians that, look, your vote will be counted and we are going to do the needful and the rightful. And like he rightly said, now you will announce the rightful winner of any election. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Distinguished senators, my name is Mohamed Tahir Munguno. I represent Borno North Senatorial District. Sorry, Mr. President, I came late, so I don't know whether the question that I have asked has been asked before. When I was late, because I went to represent you in the House of Representatives for the valedictory of the former Speaker of the House of Representatives. Yes, so that is why I am late. It's not in my habit to come late. Thank you, sir. So my question is, as we are undergoing the present round of amendment of the Constitution, the Constitution Review Committee, of which I'm a member, headed by the Deputy Senate President, is inundated by avalanche of memoranda for the transfer of conduct of local government elections from state independent electoral commissions to the independent national electoral commissions as a result of the ugly scenario in courts of the government in power at the state sweeping everything. So there are various schools of thought to the effect that if this conduct of elections at the local government level, which is at the grassroots level, is transferred to the Independent National Electoral Commission, there will be transparency and fairness in the conduct of the local government elections. And then at the end of the day, the outcome of the election will be a real replica of the wishes and aspirations of the people. What is your opinion as to this school of thought? Maybe the Constitution Review Committee will be properly guided. Thank you.
Thank you. I think
my name is, my distinguished colleagues, my name is Senator Adeni Bafadans, representing the good people of Osun East. Mr. Nominee, inclusivity inclusiveness is the key of credible election when everybody is involved, including women. This is the mic. We want full participation of women in election, starting from this registration exercise. Then, persons with disabilities. People like us, there's no disabled anybody here. But how do you take care of those disabled? deploy your machineries to take care of them, both during this voting system and during election, because they have not been captured properly. Hardly can you see all these beggars and so on during election, and there are so many. When you look at around the whole place, in my own town, that's Elisha, there are more than 150,000 there behind our palace. None of them has voting card. So how do you capture them? So that at least you have credible election, not able-bodied men alone. Then the last one, our people in diaspora. How do you deploy your machineries to capture them? Thank you very much.